Today I'm going to teach you how to create a Funko Pop without having to model anything. Hello everyone and welcome to this new video from Free Dreams 106 channel. Today, dreamers, I want to bring you a fun video where we'll create a Funko Pop style print of any character we want from scratch using AI, specifically by using a single website called Hi3D. To complete this project, we'll start by generating the image, then move on to creating the actual 3D model, and finally prepare our character for printing, including breaking it down into parts to make it posable, a feature that standard Funko Pops don't offer. Have I piqued your curiosity? Then leave a like and let's get started. Let's start with the image we'll use to generate our 3D model. As I mentioned earlier, we'll be using a single website throughout the entire process, Hi3D. We have covered it in several videos on the channel, and I've included the dedicated playlist above. But today we'll be taking advantage of a new feature in version 3.0, which is the character split, that lets us create articulated characters. But let's take it one step at a time and start with the image. Let's go to the image section of Hi3D, which is essentially an implementation of Nano Banana within Hi3D. In the designated area, type your prompt. If you would like, you can use mine as inspiration. It's very simple but will help you get a good reference image. I'll type generate an image of Leonardo da Vinci in Funko Pop style. Here's a quick tip to help you get an image that suits our purpose. Add a neutral background to your prompt and specify that you don't want the box. Otherwise, it will generate a full preview of a Funko Pop figure just like the ones you would find in a store. You can leave the rest of the settings as they are and then click Generate. Here's our image, which is perfect as a reference for the next step. So let's go ahead and generate the model right away. Alright, now let's move on to the general section and use the image we just generated to create a 3D model. To get the best possible result, leave Remove Background and Image Enhancement enabled, and then set the mode to Fast, because Funko Pops are fairly simple sculptures. But enable the advanced options to set the maximum number of polygons to achieve a good amount of detail. I only keep geometry selected because I don't need the texture, and then I click on Generate. And here's our Leonardo da Vinci Funko Pop. Of course, you could print it as is, but I recommend taking advantage of the new Split to Print feature to split the character into pieces and print it more easily. Let's see how to use it right away. You have probably noticed this new interface below. As soon as you click on it, this panel will open, allowing you to split your model into pieces. You see there are two options at the top, Character and General. We have already covered the General option in detail in a previous video. I've included the link above in case you are interested. Essentially, it'll allow you to prepare any type of model for multicolor printing. The character options is what we'll be focusing on today. It's used to split characters and make them articulated if desired. We can select a model from our Hi3D library, or we can also upload a custom one if we want to. So, as you can see, there are 6 options below that let us choose how we want to split our character. The choice, of course, is up to you. It certainly depends on the type of character. for example for my Leonardo da Vinci, options 4 and above wouldn't make much sense. So once we have selected our preferred mode, we simply click on Generate. With this step, the software will analyze where to place the connection points. Once that's done, we can decide which type of connector we prefer. To create an articulated character, we need to select the bowl option, which is the one I'll be using as well. But we also have dovetail and pin available. Click Generate Connector to generate the connectors. And there you have it, our model divided and complete with connectors. If you prefer, you can use the Advanced Connector Settings option to have more control over the connection points. For example, it created a division I don't need, so I'll generate 3 out of 4 connectors to get the result I want. Of course, I'll leave the link of Hi3D in the description in case you are interested. If you use my link, you'll get a whopping 500 bonus credits, so I would say that's a great deal. Alright, now that all that's left is to prepare our character for printing. To do this, I'll take advantage of another useful Hi3D feature before moving on to the slicer. Clicking on Smart Arrangement opens this interface, which lets us generate a 3MF file with all the appropriate settings and components oriented optimally. We have 2 options for part orientation: Surface First to maximize print quality on the most visible surfaces, and Support Minimization to minimize the amount of support material required. I'll select Support Minimization and click Run Arrange. You can see that it has arranged the parts according to the criterion I selected. On the side we see a list of all the settings that will be included in the 3MF file, which is also useful for verifying that the file was saved correctly. Once the model is ready, we can download the file to import it into the slicer or send the project directly to Bamboo Studio, Creality Print, Orca Slicer or Elegoo Slicer. One last thing before moving on to the slicer. If we want to change the size of our character, we can do so directly from this panel by adjusting the model size. Now I'm opening Anycubic Next Slicer because I've decided to use my Anycubic Cobra X for this project. I open the 3MF file, select my printer and prepare the file as I wish. I've noticed that the file is treated as a single block, but this isn't very convenient if you want to print the components in different colors. Since the split function doesn't work in these cases, we need to use the cut tool to separate the various parts. Now we can prepare the components however we want. We can also paint the pieces for a multicolor print. In my case, I'll print them in solid colors and highlight the details in post-production. For the head, I use the cut tool to create a flat base, so I need to use fewer supports. Alright, all that's left is send it to print. If you are enjoying this video, remember that you can give the channel a huge boost with a small gesture, such as leaving a like below or a comment. I would also like to remind you that I recently enabled channel subscription for anyone who would like to contribute to my work for just €2.99. Thanks to everyone who supports me. And here we are with our finished Funko Pop-style Leonardo. As you can see, he's actually poseable and turned out super cute. It didn't even take that long to print. In about 7 hours I had all the parts. What can I say? It's a fun project, especially for making custom Funko Pop figures that aren't available in stores. Let me know in the comments below if you'll make one, and in the meantime, if you like this video, give it a like and check this out.